New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. On behalf of the entire prayer team at New Thought Media Network, we thank you for joining us on this broadcast. You can catch New Thought Media Network prayer time at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And now, let's center ourselves in the words of Ernest Holmes. We must put meaning and belief into our prayers. It is the meaning and mindfulness that is the nexus from which our words come to life.
And good morning, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you here. It is Sunday morning, September 20th, and that time means it's time for a morning prayer. This happens every day here on the New Thought Media Network, 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Tune in either time to catch a morning prayer or an evening prayer. And all of our prayer practitioners are here to pray with you and for you and on your concerns. So please, if you have a prayer request, submit that over to prayer@ntmedia.org. If you have something going on in your life you'd like to see changed, or if perhaps you've got a celebration you'd like to share with us, a win, and we can share that celebration with you, please do that as well. And these will get out to all of our prayer practitioners. And if you would like that prayer request mentioned here on the program, just let us know in the email. We'll be sure to do that. Or chat in the comment box and let me know what your prayer requests are in the comment box, and I'll include those in today's prayer right away. So invite you to be a part of that. All right, what do we got going on here? It's a Sunday morning, and I love being here on Sunday mornings because it's an opportunity to remember our good, really to remember our good. And in today's in where we are today, one of the goods that I find is Sunday mornings I can tune into several different ministers. I can check out a few different talks throughout the day. And I do have a tendency to hang out with my brother Reverend Elzia over at CSL Denver. They doing the best job they know, and or I can, or they can, and together we're working together. So I'm happy to be there, and great folks, and Rev Z always does a great talk. So come join us this morning for that. And so there's this wealth of opportunity to engage in this spiritual message and in a spiritual community. And we do that here at the New Thought Media Network as well. So we don't do a Sunday program. We do our normal schedule on Sunday. We leave the Sunday mornings to all the main churches and all the big centers. We do things differently, and we do it throughout the week. So I invite you to continue to check back with us and check out what we're doing. Hey, let's do a couple of shout outs. Good morning, Krista from Tucson. I trust you're having a beautifully warm day there in Tucson. I visited there once a few years back and loved it. Suzanne, good morning, dear one. Thank you for being here. Suzanne is the diva behind our newsletter and keeps our newsletter running for us. So appreciate you being here. And if you'd like to sign up for our newsletter, there's a link in the show notes for this program in the description that'll get you over to that. So, all right, let's get into some prayer work here. Remember, this is not a begging and a beseeching. This is just an affirmation of the truth as we know it, as we feel it, as we recognize it, the affirmation of what we're claiming into our lives, attracting into our lives. And sometimes it even ends up a little bit of a revelation of things we don't know or weren't anticipating, new information. So if you're comfortable, if you're safe, go ahead, close your eyes. And let's take a moment to breathe and to be to be present, to be recognizing this moment as the moment where God shows up, to be the love and the light and the beauty and the truth that God is, and to recognize that all is happening right here, right now, as everyone, as all life, every expression of life, every form of life, a divine emanation of God's great creative power, of the oneness, of that allness that is love and light and beauty and truth and health and wealth and well-being and abundance, prosperity, compassion, forgiveness. It's all God. And so today I come to celebrate the one. I come to celebrate this thing called God, this thing, the oneness that is my life, that is all life. Knowing that God moves and breathes and has its being as my life perfectly, whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing absent. I know that same truth of each and every one on this broadcast that hears these words now or at another time, that there is a wholeness emerging. There is the seed of greatness, of wholeness, of perfection within, and we are each, all, a divine emanation of God. And so what I know is I know the gifts that you bring to this thing called life are gifts that only you can bring. Ways of expressing and being that only you are here to fulfill. And together we are creating a great and grand and glorious experience of life, of livingness, of connection and collaboration and cooperation and co-creation. Together we are moving into this new vision of human life on planet Earth, for that is what is happening. We are moving into a new vision of how to be together in community and organizations and society and our politics and in all the aspects of our lives. And what I see and what I know is I know everything that no longer serves human evolution is fading away, crumbling away, dissipating back into the nothingness from whence it came, so that the newness may emerge, so that the new ideas and the new ways of being may emerge. I see that image of buildings being raised in order to allow for new buildings, of empty lots being cleared in order to provide for new growth. Much like a farmer tills the soil and destroys all that's left over from the old in order to fertilize and in order to strengthen the soil to bring forth something new. And so a seed has been planted this year, a seed has been planted this summer, a building has begun, building a new way, a new vision, a new ideal, a world that works for everyone. A world where humanity is awakened to its spiritual magnificence and demonstrating that magnificence in amazing ways. Reimagining, re-envisioning how we do healthcare and how we do schooling, and re-envisioning how we do retail and restaurants and entertainment, how we reimagining how we do politics and community governance, reimagining how we use community and even how we use this thing called the internet, reimagining it all, allowing ourselves to be open to that divine impulse, that divine flow, that divine urge and nudge, that intuitive nature. That is what I claim for each of us this day, that since this day, today, throughout this day, for hours to come, we are open to that gentle soul stirring nudge. Some call it the quiet voice of the Most High. Some call it the cosmic 2x4, whatever, however God speaks this day. I claim for each the sense of listening, listening deeply for the inspiration, listening deeply for that nudge, that push that says, this here, this is yours to do. I claim for each that activity of being in the place of asking and listening, what is mine to do in all of this, in this great and glorious vision? What is mine? And how do I show up? Hmm. And I'm reminded that God's really in control here. That it's not I doing any of this work. This is all God doing the work. Some may happen through my hands, some may happen through your hands, and yet at the heart of it all, it is God doing all the work that is necessary to bring forth this mighty vision, to bring forth this glorious vision. A world that works for everyone. A world where forgiveness is the norm, a world where borders are irrelevant, a world where there's a renewed emphasis on personal responsibility, and that responsibility joins with the social conscience in every area of our lives. A world where every person on the planet has more than enough food and resources, a home, and a sense of belonging. A world of peace and empowerment, enfranchisement, justice. A world that works for everyone. I am so grateful to be imagining this visioning, to be sharing in this reimagining, this re-envisioning with each one here and those that cannot be with us but are with us in consciousness. I rise up, I greet all this day has, and I say yes to the good that is emerging. And I know all is well. I know everything's happening just as it must. I know all the resources, all the people, all the events, all the experiences necessary for the fulfillment of my mission on this planet, for your mission on this planet, that everything shows up just as it's necessary. You are a divine emanation of God, and you are expressing God's life right now, right here. So I claim for each of us a sense of that sacred yes, that sacred, sacred yes that draws us into this grand vision for the moment and for the future of human life, of human consciousness, of humanity on the planet. So I am grateful to be in this moment, present to this, be aware of this, most especially grateful to know God's got this and I can get out of the way. Let go of how or when or why any of this shows up and trust that God's got it. So I do just that. I release this word into the law that must demonstrate that is already operating upon this word. And I let God do what God does. Be God. I let God be God. And so if any word of this has resonated in any way, I do invite you to join in an affirmation of truth as we raise up this prayer and say together, and so it is. Mm. And so it is. Thank you so much for being with us this morning, dear ones. I am so grateful you are here, and I so appreciate your support of the New Thought Media Network. Big, huge thank you to all of you that are out there that are contributing, whether it's a tithe, whether it's a gift, whether it's an offering, whether it's a one-time tip, whatever you want to call it. There's a donate link scrolling across the bottom of your screen. There's a link in the comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you for keeping this network on the air. It is your donations, it is your contributions, it is your financial love that keeps us on the air and sharing the amazing programming that we have. And I mean, we have just, beyond morning and evening prayers, Laura Topper on Mondays at 11 o'clock Mountain Time, an amazing program. She does a great show interviewing leaders from all over the world. This week, I think it's Reverend Cynthia James that she'll have on. Great program. This week, we've got a couple of extra special things going on throughout the week because Monday is International Day of Peace, and Gary Lynn Floyd is going to provide the music. He and I have gotten together to provide create a unique experience for Monday. That's going to happen at 1 p.m. So we invite you to join us for that. What do we got on Tuesdays? Also, remember Mondays is a very busy day. And it doesn't appear that the picture's there. There it is. Monday morning visioning happens. Then Laura Topper happens. Then we're doing our Monday afternoon peace program. It's going to be a big day on Monday. Tuesdays we get together at 7 for the Mystic Writers Hangout. Wednesdays we get together for a midweek meditation. And actually, Tuesday evening, we have a special one-time event also. Day and night become one, a fall equinox celebration of balance. And Tuesday is the equinox. So we're going to get together. Our dear friend, Reverend Mary Jo Honiotis from Life Celebrant Services is going to be joining us and sharing with us a deeply sacred experience of meaning, meditation, inspiration, messaging. Please plan to join us for that as well. And then all kinds of other stuff going on throughout the week. I don't want to go through it all, but I do want to remind you next Saturday morning, a special AM concert. It's happening on next Saturday. It'll be 6 o'clock in the UK, which is where Laura Topper and Jason Salmon are. And then Nathan Aswell is in British Columbia, so it's 11 o'clock his time, Mountain Time. So please plan to join us for this next Saturday morning. It's going to be a great, great, great program. Hey, a couple more quick shout outs. Good morning, Ursula. Good to see you here, dear one. So grateful that you are with us. And my dear wife and beautiful, amazing practitioner. Happy Sunday, beautiful morning, my love. So good to see you here. Okay, I think that's about all we've got for today. I'm going to get on into the rest of our day. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Until then, dear ones, peace and blessings. Go forth and please be peace. Bye now.
On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then, peace and blessings.